Hey everyone, welcome to Redmen TV. Steve here. My reaction to that, yeah, Plymouth 1, Liverpool 0, Liverpool out of the FA Cup. The proverbial giant killing happens, and it's the team bottom of the Championship knocking out the team top of the Premier League. Yeah, it was just what dreadful is the answer there, isn't it? Is all the questions you want to say. First of all, I'm going to say this before it's about Liverpool. Congratulations to Plymouth. They were magnificent in terms of their defensive duties, their commitment to the cause, second balls, winning headers, putting it in where it hurts. The goalkeeper makes some very, very, very good saves as well. So credit to Plymouth and congratulations to their supporters. You saw the scenes in the stadium. You know, they're having such a tough time at the moment. You know, manager after manager and loss after loss, and it's been really grim for them. So fair play to them. Congratulations. They more than deserved it. From a Liverpool point of view, yeah, manager makes plenty of changes, and understandably so. There's been a lot of football. Liverpool played the cup semi-final, you know, on Thursday, one where they had to come from 1-0 down in the first leg to win, and it was magnificent to get themselves to Wembley. Just a few days later, the manager rings the changes, and he puts his trust in some senior players, albeit not your first choice players, some senior players, and they let him down really. The questions, again, I was on the watch along, were asked, you know, should the manager have had a stronger bench, perhaps one or two extras on the bench? I think you saw, but when he didn't bring Curtis Jones even on, and when he had a chance, he brought on Trent Doherty. It suggests to me, Arne made his mind up here that whatever happened, he was giving certain players their time and their rest. So that was his decision. He'll say, if Liverpool win on Wednesday and go on to win major honours, then he'll think he was fully justified. But yeah, at this moment in time, again, the proof will be in the pudding later down the line. But he didn't do that. But he did trust some of his, you know, his fringe players. And yeah, it didn't go so well, did it? And you know, you're looking at the likes of Harvey Elliott, Federico Chiesa, Kostas Tsimikas, Luis Diaz. You know, you look at those guys. I might have forgot a couple of others as well there as I was speaking. Maybe Diogo Jota a little bit as well, and you're looking for more from them. There's more than enough quality. You know, I did the show before the game, and I said, you know, a front three of Chiesa, Jota, Diaz should be enough to score goals against anybody. Well, it wasn't even enough to score today. I think the balance of the side looked iffy as well. So yeah, it was a bad day really. All of those players really underperformed. You know, I've been so happy with the brief glimpses I've seen of Federico Chiesa so far. He had an absolute stinker today, like dropped an absolute 0 out of 10 if you were doing a rating on him. Really, really, really poor. But I'd say the same about Harvey Elliott. He was poor. He gives away the penalty with a strange decision to have his hands in the air. You know, Plymouth didn't actually create too much in terms of goal scoring opportunities. I thought, you know, Gomez, after going off, you know, with Kwanzaa and Endo at the back, Liverpool didn't really look like conceding too many opportunities, too many goals. I thought those two actually dealt with the physicality of Plymouth quite well. But other than that, yeah, it was shambolic really. There was just nothing in terms of creativity, no real chances. The goalkeeper has to make some saves very late on. The one from Jota's a good save, the one from the header. But overall, yeah, it was just really, really poor from Liverpool, and Arne was let down by, you know, he gives these players an opportunity. He says to them, I've knocked that over. He says to them, yeah, I'm going to put my faith in you, go and win us the game. And he wasn't able to do so. So, yeah, it's one of them. Arne Slot learned a lot about the FA Cup. We saw yesterday certain games, you know, Man City had to work hard against Leighton Orient, Newcastle had to work hard against Birmingham, etc., etc., etc. And Liverpool had to work hard today. And unlike those other teams, Liverpool couldn't get it done. And like I say, there are a few players there, Arne Slot, you'll be able to look at on the bus or the flight home or whatever and go, I put my faith in you and you didn't really pay me off. Like I say, the important thing for Liverpool now is to not let this just completely derail a season. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. If they win on Wednesday, you know, then the manager will think, you know what, it's not the end of the world. We have a couple more breaks down the line and it is what it is. It's no excuse. It's not, you don't want to go out the FA Cup. You want to be playing games, of course, but maybe that's the only slight benefit you can come out of this. I don't know, but it was really, really, really poor. The injury to Joe Gomez as well is a big shame. Obviously, he's been out for a while. Liverpool actually gave him extra time. He's been fit and training and in around it for a few weeks now. You know, he was back training before Liverpool played PSV a couple of weeks ago now. Unfortunately, you know, so I don't think you can say he was rushed back at all, but his body let him down on one sprint. You see him go. So that's another huge blow for Liverpool. So, yeah, the manager, I'd say, like, you know, the likes of Harvey Elliott, Federico Chiesa, Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota. They're the ones you look at and go, you know, Kostas Tsimikas is another senior player, lads who underperformed. You know, someone like a Trey Nyoni or a James McConnell, you know, they found it a bit tough as well. But they're young lads, you know, they're not expected to carry the load. They're expected to contribute, but they're not expected to be the be-all and end-all and go through you. Some senior players, they're really there on a slot down. You might have learned a little bit about all of them as well. It's important we don't throw the baby out with the bathwater here. Like, there's big fish to fry. Liverpool in a cup final. They're the favourites to win the Premier League. They all got, you know, a bye in the Champions League through the last 16. So there's loads to play for. And listen, it's not the first time a new manager's come to the Premier League and found out a little bit about the FA Cup. It happened to Jurgen Klopp. It's happened in the past. This isn't the first time Liverpool have gone out to lower league opposition. We've all seen similar stories before. We've also seen Liverpool win this competition and managers adapt and change. And I just think, having played on Thursday with the game on Wednesday, I don't blame the manager for making the changes. I really don't, and I don't think anyone should. He was let down by the players he picked. They are more than good enough. They're good enough to play. You know, they're international footballers, the vast majority of those. They should have performed better. They kind of let the manager down. So I think if you asked Arne again, he would probably pick one. He'd probably make one more change. I think that midfield, and listen, he gets a bit unlucky, of course, with his injury, that he has to kind of reshuffle it. But in hindsight, he probably would have done something different there. You know, he did want Endo in there to add that grit and experience. Didn't quite get it, of course, with the injury. But maybe that's the only one that the manager might think, yeah. The rest of them, he's put his trust in good players and they've completely let him down. So, yeah, not good enough is the answer. Again, congratulations to Plymouth. The important thing, like I say now, for Liverpool, do not let this be the stumbling block in the season. I thought when we got beat by Man United, albeit way later in the competition last year, Liverpool, the heads dropped, things fell apart. These players now need to not make sure that doesn't happen. A lot of the senior players weren't involved, so they'll come back on Wednesday and fingers crossed beat Everton. And if they do that, everyone can kind of park this one a little bit, but yeah, not good enough from quite a few players there, and they should have done better. And yeah, Liverpool will not be winning the FA Cup this season, that is for certain, which is a big shame. But the big games keep on rolling, and like I say, let's go and beat Everton on Wednesday and just put this to bed, because yeah, that is 99 minutes of our lives that we're never going to get back. It's 99 of the best lives that Plymouth fans are going to have for a long time, so fair play to them. Congratulations, and yeah, that was pretty grim. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I can't imagine they're going to be pleasant. See you all soon.